Welcome to the Resilient Artist Podcast, your go-to space for wellness and success strategies tailored for musicians. Join us each week as we explore tips, tools, and stories to help you thrive in your music career while staying balanced and inspired. Let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to the Artist Wellness Collective podcast, where we explore topics to help musicians thrive in both their creative and personal lives. I'm your host, Crystal.
And I'm Rachel. Today we're diving into the importance of fitness for musicians and discussing how to incorporate exercise into a busy schedule.
As musicians, our schedules can be really hectic, but prioritizing our physical health is so crucial for maintaining our overall well-being.
That's right, Crystal. So let's start today by discussing why exercise is important for musicians. So exercise not only improves physical health, but also enhances mental clarity and creativity.
Totally. Incorporating regular exercise into your routine can help reduce stress, increase energy levels, improve your mood, all essential for musicians navigating the demands of the industry. With busy schedules, it's really important that we find a schedule that works for you and your lifestyle.
Yeah, and this can include anything from cardio workouts like running or cycling to strength training with weights or even body weight exercises when you can get a chance. Musicians often spend so many long hours sitting or standing in one position, and this can lead to muscle tension, stiffness, and even imbalances.
Totally. And then on top of exercising, stretching is just as important. So as much as you're doing your fitness, your strength training, your cardio, you want to make sure you're stretching just as much, especially for vocalists. The muscles we have here, there's so many muscles in our throat that when they're tight, your voice is tight. So we want to make sure we're doing as much as we can to relax the neck, stretch the body, stretch the hips, stretch the legs, stretch the back, everything. Stretching is very, very important. Scheduling this into your day is another big factor. So for me, I make it a priority to do at least 10 minutes a day. So it's not a lot. I remember back in the day, I used to do yoga every single day, like hot yoga, 90-minute classes every day. I don't know how I did. I can't do that now. I don't have the space, but I used to, and I felt great. And that was awesome. But now that's shifted to 10-minute commitment a day. So some days I hop on the spin bike for 10 at the minimum. So some days I go for an hour. It depends on the day, right? But incorporating what works for you, and don't set the bar so high. Don't make it be a 90-minute routine every day, because life is full and we don't want to let ourselves down. It's a disappointment when you're like, oh, I didn't do this today, right? So making sure you set the bar to what works for you, I think, is really important.
For sure, like finding that time, whatever works. But also, I think it's important to find activities that you enjoy doing. No
Totally.
one's going to make the time and the effort to do something that they hate. So you might love dancing, get up and dance for a few minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Maybe it's hiking, getting out into nature, or playing a sport. This will make it a lot easier to stick to your fitness routine as well. And for musicians who are constantly on the road, staying active can be challenging. Crystal, do you have any thoughts on how musicians who are touring or always on the road can incorporate some exercise?
Totally. So learning body weight exercises, so push-ups, squats, lunges, things like that are really helpful. Yoga is really great. You can do that anywhere. Bring resistant bands. I always pack a resistant band with me when I travel. Just for me, just strength training gives me a quick boost of energy. So even if it's, putting that band on my arms and opening and closing for a few times, it just reignites those muscles and makes you feel like, okay, great. I got this. I can do anything. So that's a good little trick. Bring a resistant band.
Yeah, resistance bands are such a great tool. They're inexpensive, they're easy to travel with. You can roll one up really quickly and throw it in your bag. It's really not hard to have. And you can do a full body workout with a resistance band. I love resistance bands. They're such a great tool.
They are. They really are. That reminds me, I should do a resistant band workout after this.
Yeah.
That'll feel good. Bar class, that's another one you can do anywhere. You don't need a bar. You can use a chair. You can use um, nothing. I mean, you can just balance and try it like that. And that uses resistant bands as well. It's another one of my faves. You don't have to do an actual workout class, though, to consider it exercise, right? As you mentioned before, going outside and going for a walk, just moving around, especially if you're touring and you're in the car a lot and you get to the hotel and you're kind of sitting around, make sure, you get up and do a few jumping jacks, or just walk around, go for a walk around the hotel or wherever you're staying, or get outside, move your body.
That's right. It doesn't have to be long, just incorporating movement into your sessions however you can into your day. You
Totally.
know, one thing I hear a lot from musicians is that, "Oh, I don't have enough time," or "I'm just not motivated to exercise." Crystal, what do you think these musicians who feel that they don't have enough time or motivation can do to actually bring in some exercise into their life?
Yeah, I promise you, you do have enough time. We have 24 hours of the day. How many hours do you spend scrolling your phone? Probably more than 10 minutes, right? So you take those 10 minutes away and you replace those 10 minutes with a quick 10-minute workout. You're going to feel a lot better than if you were just sitting there scrolling on your Instagram or TikTok. I promise. I promise you, you will feel better. Have an accountability partner. So that's something that I really love, is just knowing that I have someone that I'm reporting to saying, "Oh, I did my 10-minute workout today," or "I did my 10 minutes of yoga. What did you do?" Right? And it just creates that connection, um, and accountability, that motivation, right? If you need big picture things, if you have a big goal you're working towards, what is it that working out makes you feel? Write those words down. That's something else I really like. Is for me, I love working out because after I always feel energized, I feel open, I feel clear in my mind. Write those 3 words down. And anytime you're not feeling motivated, look at those words and be like, oh yeah, I want to feel that. And then that might give you an extra little boost to go at it and do whatever your workout might be.
That's right. And I think always reminding yourself that taking care of your physical and mental health, like we've been talking about in this podcast and previous ones, is that this is also part of building your successful career. Like
Yes.
this, right? This is part of it, just as much as rehearsing, writing, practicing, touring, singing, all those things are part of building your career, but so is taking care of your physical and mental health.
Yes, 100%. 100%. With that, we will say farewell and we'll chat with you next time on the Artist Wellness Collective podcast.
Good. And just remember, everyone, taking care of your body is absolutely essential for thriving as a musician. So take time for fitness and you can reap all the benefits.
Thanks for tuning in to the Resilient Artist Podcast. If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow, like, and share this podcast with your fellow musicians. Your support helps us grow and reach more artists just like you. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and leave us a review to let us know what you think. Ready to take your wellness journey to the next level? Join the Artist Wellness Collective at www.artistwellnesscollective.com for more resources, community, and support designed to help musicians thrive. Until next time, keep creating and living your best artistic life.